back.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But you look at this defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 24 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
He'll try again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted.
And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. When you look at this defense, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Takes it to about the 37. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He juked him, broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. There he goes left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Snowhawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Fights through him, able to fight through one tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. They got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. That ball caught by Slayton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Purdy looking to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10. Now Purdy. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Purdy from the gun. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked out, went in, and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll set up a throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And powering through at the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Okay, break.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. Purdy looking deep here for Mooney.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the... But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Purdy now to throw.
He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw, Purdy. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Second and 6. He'll look to throw. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now third down and 6 to go.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that, because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And the Buenos Aires offense back out now. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 9 yards that time.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, check that. Check that.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now here on EA Sports, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. And that one complete to Hodgins. So no gain on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st down, it's Purdy. And his throw is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Play action. Now Purdy. That ball caught by Slayton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Purdy sets up to throw again. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lumberjacks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley, responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Again, it's Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 9 now. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense so far on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Purdy, big fourth down play. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Purdy. That's complete right side to Kmet.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here now, 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Second down, goal to go. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd down. He's back to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Just keeping the play alive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that